Panicked. I think it started with their pass rush. I know it started with their pass rush. And that's the best up front we've seen. Now, we could have done better, but they're a good football team, good up front and good defensive front four. And so it starts there. And so I think Taryn pressed some. He's a winner in every sense of the word. Tonight he struggled. And I think you all know, I need to add, that's one of the toughest things those kids will ever have to do. You know, a bowl game is different. You know your season's going to end. The playoffs are you're playing for another day. And the emotions of that, proud of those guys. So I hope you understand their emotions up here. Does that answer your question, Matt?
Yes. John, their drive late in the first half to close the half, I guess that made it a two-score game. How critical was that, and how much did that kind of take momentum away from what you guys had done?
Yeah, I think that was a big series. You know, we had played really – they had one drive, really. They had a 5-yard drive, and then we were going to lob the ball. We didn't. We kicked it short in the middle of the field. They returned it to about the 42. We gave a post right out of the deal. Not good. Not good. That was not good. But it was still an 11-point game, I believe, 21. That really the thing that crushed it was the two long runs right out of the chute. I mean, they had, I think it was 4 plays, and they had 2 touchdowns. And I would say we broke down there. You know, we broke down. We didn't fit plays right. And you know, when you're playing that type of athlete, you've seen it. It's going to happen.
John, as explosive as your offense is, a little surprised that you didn't make more of a comeback in the second half, and is that a credit just to how good they were defensively?
Well, I do think we did somewhat. We drove the field a couple times, and then we had turnovers. You know, we had the tip-off of Jake's one across the middle. I think we were on about the 20-25. We were on the 5. We throw an interception. You know, just, again, it was panic. So, yeah, I'm surprised we didn't get any points, but I do think we moved the ball some. You know, we had, and you know, it doesn't matter. It's tough. 10 turnovers. I don't know if you're ever going to win a football game. That would be a miracle to win a football game.
Well, you had 5 in the first quarter, and we're still only down 7-0. Was that kind of the message on the sideline that, hey, as crazy as this quarter has been, we're still in the football game?
Yeah. I thought our defense played tremendous to start out with, and I mean. You know, everybody knows if you're on the 50-yard line, you throw a 45-yard interception, it's a punt. And so the effect on a football game in that type of play is a bit of a wash, especially if it's third down. But you still, our guys still, I felt, were confident at halftime. And they didn't run a different play. Those 2 long runs were not different plays. We just didn't fit them. And one of our players thought he saw something different than he did, and he was the tackler and on the real long run.
Well, you fell short of your ultimate goal. How will you assess this season when you look back at it?
I think we took a step forward. I don't think. I'm certain we took a step forward. We went further in the playoffs than we ever have. The spirit of our football team and the things that you don't measure and I don't measure, but I feel is better than it's ever been. And if you could have heard the seniors address the team in the locker room, you know that we're going to continue on this path to get to Frisco, Texas.
Anything else for Coach? Thank you.
Played a good football team. We made too many mistakes. But, I mean, I'm proud of the team, and I love them a lot.
How much credit do you give to their defense for the turnovers and such, and how much do you feel like was self-inflicted kind of mistakes?
I mean, anytime you, fumble the ball, throw interceptions, I mean, a lot of times they're avoidable. They made some nice plays defensively. We just need to be better offensively. Our defense started the game off great. We turned the ball over on the 5-yard line, or whatever it was, put our defense in a tough spot, and they really battled. They played really well in that first half, and I think we had 5 turnovers in the first quarter, and it's tough to win a football game like that.
John.
Again, questions for the student athletes, please.
Christian, how How much did it affect you guys on defense that you kind of had to keep running back onto the field after turnovers, and did that kind of weigh on you guys as the game went on?
I felt like we responded pretty well there at the beginning. Obviously, they're a good team and they're going to make plays. But yeah, right away I felt like we responded as a defense, and I felt like we've been doing that consistently throughout the year. Just on turnovers, getting the ball back to the offense, and after a while it starts to wear on you, like you said. But yeah, hats off to them.
They had those 2 long runs in the third quarter. Was there a schematic breakdown there, or just a missed tackle? What happened on those?
Yeah, they had some scheme things that they were doing well, and yeah, we can always make plays. Players can always make plays, and to make up for that scheme. But hats off to them for what they did.
Dallas, the way they cover in the secondary, did they do anything different than what you guys anticipated, or was it pretty much man on man?
No, it was basically what we expected. Their D-line did a great job getting pressure on Taryn, having him move around. I mean, anytime you play man, you can't sit there all day. So credit to their D-line. They played really well today.
Dallas, did you guys try to rally around Taryn a little bit in the second half? Because, I mean, obviously he had a tough day.
Yeah, I mean, we just try to rally as a team. Not everybody's going to play their best game. I think Taryn's the best quarterback in all of college football. I love him. I think he played well. We could have made plays for him too. Some of the interceptions that he threw could have been, we could have prevented it. 2 of the fumbles early in the game, a guy got pressure on him and he didn't even really know it was coming. Ball slipped out of his hand and everything. So I think Taryn played fine. I think more of it was a team effort, team loss.
Christian, with the seniors that this team is losing, I think a lot of people are probably going to say, oh, how's SDSU going to bounce back with